Hi, this is Joe. Welcome back. This is the Ultimate Love Letter. Thank you for joining the conversation. The essence of you is today's conversation. And it was inspired about something that happened to me over the weekend. So, of course, I was led to get into it today. The essence of us, the essence of everyone will tell us everything we need to know about the way we are creating, the way we are using our energy. So this past weekend, I was at CVS. I had ran in rather quickly to use their automatic lotto machine. So if I haven't talked about this before, I'll talk about it now. I am consistent with playing the California lottery. And I have consistently played for about 3 years consistently, meaning I'm in every game every week. And when I mean every game, I mean I'm in the 3 big jackpots every single week. And I'm not spending a ton of money. Literally, I play the same numbers on each game. That's it, $1 on the Super Lotto, $2 on the Mega, another $2 on the Powerball, and that's it. One number each. I figure if I'm in it and it's my destiny to win it, I'll win it. That's all I need, is just to be in it. I don't need to go crazy. I just need to be in it. And so every week I'm in it. So I ran in to use the lotto machine, and as I got there was a gentleman who was in the process of buying scratch offs. And he was holding in his hand $100 in $20 bills. And with each 20 he put in the lotto machine, he dispensed about 2 or 3 scratch offs. And I don't typically play, or I rarely play scratch offs, but it looks like you're able to scratch off perhaps the bottom barcode, and then you can scan it, and the machine quickly tells you if you're a winner or not. So you technically don't need to go through the whole game and scratch off whatever you need to scratch off. You only need to expose the barcode. So anyway, that's what I observed him doing. So I figured that's, one way you can play. So as he's going through the scratch offs, he's scratching off the barcode, he's checking if it won. And as he realized it didn't win, he threw the ticket to the side. Then he proceeded with the next one, scratching off the barcode, checking to see if it won, determining it did not win, throwing the ticket to the side, and continuing to the next. And that process went on, I'm not kidding, for about 7 minutes. And as I'm patiently waiting, but really just observing him, I'm feeling his energy. His energy that he was giving off was that of quiet desperation. And that's just what I observed. It's of no judgment at all. As I said, I'm in line too, waiting for my lotto tickets. But the energy he was getting off was quiet desperation, but almost like in a subtle, frantic nature. I can't explain it other than explaining it like that. Like that's what I was feeling from him. So as, 6, 7 minutes went off and I saw him just throwing the lottery tickets, to the side, he got to his last 20, dispensed another 3 tickets. As they were not winners either, he threw them to the side, and then he left. So as I walked up to the lotto machine, I observed a couple things immediately. For one, I observed he had thrown the tickets just there in the corner. No regard for whoever would need to come up, perhaps an employee or another Good Samaritan that will come and collect his waste, his trash, and throw it in a bin accordingly. Mind you, the bin was right next to the lotto machine, right on the side, actually right in front of him. But he chose to simply throw them in a corner. He discarded the waste in a place where waste is not to be discarded. So immediately that told me a lot about the essence of him, right? The essence of him has no regard for the environment, has no regard for the employee that perhaps has a lot more to do. And they have done their job by placing a well-placed wastebasket right in front of the lotto machine where you can simply discard your scratch-offs or recycle your paper tickets. But no, he made a conscious effort, or unconscious, but still, the unconscious tells us what's going on in the subconscious. He made that effort, which was basically saying, fuck everybody, and just discarded his waste in a corner of a store. That energy then confirmed the early energy that I've observed him giving off from a distance, which was desperate energy. And you know, if we're exuding a desperate energy, that desperation will only create more situations for us to be desperate in. And the essence of that individual that I observed in those few minutes was the mindset of not of an abundant, wealthy person, although that was his birthright. It is his birthright, but he can't see it. But the energy he chose to exude was that of the opposite of what he truly is, which is a poor person. And I'm going to say it. When I say poor, I don't necessarily mean in your finances and your assets. I'm talking about a poor mindset. The mindset of desperation is a poor mindset. It's a mindset that's saying you have yet to tap in to your birthright, which is you are heir to the world. You are heir of the Most High. You are royalty. That is the true essence of you. But as we have free will to choose what we will decide, what will we believe about ourselves, oftentimes, and actually more often, we choose the scarcity, the desperate mindset, the poor mindset. And so we create according to that essence. You know, it is my pet peeve, and I'm sure I've ranted about it before. It is my pet peeve when I see people discarding waste, when I see people not recycling items that can easily be recycled, when I see people not picking up their dog poop. This tells me everything about the essence of that person. If you are an individual who does not care about the environment, you do not care about the well-being of others, other employees, other customers in a store, other people in the world, I hate to be the one to tell you, but the essence of you is the mindset of a poor person. You will only be able to attract low quality experiences with that type of energy. And I'm keeping it real. And again, I'm not talking about finances. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about the true you. I'm talking about the essence that you have adapted that becomes your thoughts, that becomes your beliefs, that becomes what you do without even thinking, meaning in the subconscious mind. Now, if you don't understand, and I had to understand this, conscious mind means the mind that we use often. We're awake, we're aware, we're driving. If we're present, we understand the choices that we're making. Subconscious is the mind that is actually the portion of the mind that creates everything. It is the mind behind the conscious mind. It is the deep beliefs, the deep knowings, the deep routines, if you will, that we have adapted, that we do on automatic, that we don't even have to think about it, but we're doing it. So for me, what's deep rooted in my subconscious is I care about people, right? That's why I'm on our platform twice a week, spreading the good news, adding value to as many lives as I can. And as I care about people, the essence of me is reflected in the decisions I make when perhaps I'm not really aware of it. So you'll never catch me just throwing waste on the ground. You'll never catch me perhaps not recycling. I'm not perfect here, but not recycling. You'll never catch me just being an evil, ungrateful, uncaring person to another human being or to our environment. That's the essence of me. That is the essence of what I've built up. Or say it another way, a wealth mindset. I want to ask you, and this is without judgment because believe me, most of my life I have been a poor person. And I mean poor again in mindset. I didn't give a shit about the environment. I didn't really give a shit about others. Yes, I cared for family and friends, but to hell with everybody else was my mindset. It was a poor mindset. And I created poor situations as a result of the poor essence of me. As I began to heal, as I began to truly love myself, truly love my God, truly live for God, He healed the essence of me. I stepped into the true essence of me, which is a daughter of the Most High, an heir to God's riches. And as soon as that became the essence of me, I began to attract, I began to be able to create wealthy situations for myself, high quality experiences for myself. Experiences like a peace of mind, experiences like aligned deep connections, experiences like financial freedom. And I'm not proclaiming that I have millions in the bank. Actually, I can tell you I absolutely do not. Let me say that again. I absolutely do not. However, I live as if I do. Meaning, whatever I need, I'm able to create it. If I need money for a big trip because God's sending me on a trip, guess what? The money comes. When there's a big event and I want to go to it, guess what? The money's there. That is what you're able to create with the wealth essence that only you can create. I'm going to be real with you. If you are walking around life polluting the environment, polluting your mind, polluting the minds of others, road raging in traffic, lying, cheating, stealing, that is the essence of you. You cannot and you will not create anything grand, anything that will sustain or serve you on a high level with that type of energy, with that essence. You know, I often think about that poor gentleman. I thought, even if he was to hit big in the scratch off lotteries, I'm going to dare say the winnings would serve as a weapon. That's why you see and you read about the curse of the lottery. And that's because perhaps these winnings have been created from perhaps not the healthiest essence, perhaps not from a place of well being, perhaps not from a place of alignment. So if we're moving in a space where we're not revering others, we're not revering ourselves, we're not revering the environment, no amount of money that can come can heal that. It will actually hurt you more than it does good. I mean, you read about it, the curse of the lottery, you hear how people with that mindset, people with a poor mindset, what happens? They win this windfall, and then in a few years, they're broke again. But not before. Perhaps they've lost a family member to a drug overdose. They've been sued 100 different times. They've fallen on ill health because of the money, because it has served as a weapon. Because we cannot create anything that's beautiful. We cannot create anything that's aligned with God when we are moving from an essence that is misaligned with God. What is the essence of you? How do you move about in life when no one's looking? Or when you think no one's looking? I'm sure that gentleman did not notice that I had my eyes on him the whole time. Or perhaps he did, right? But he's so consumed in his own thoughts and his own desperation that he couldn't observe what was happening on around him. So what do you do when no one's watching? Are you good to yourself? Do you speak beautiful and loving, caring, uplifting words to yourself? Do you treat others with kindness? Do you treat the environment with kindness? The actions that you take in everyday life is the essence of who you are. And that essence will tell you right now what you're able to create from that point. Don't fool yourself. Understand who you are. You are a wealthy being. You are meant to create anything your heart desires. But you got to get the essence of you in alignment with that. You have to make sure that the energy you're putting out matches what you want to draw in. It is the only way. That's it. That's all. I needed to get straight to the point. Take away this. Look at your daily habits, and then you ask yourself, does it fit the life of the individual you want to be in the future? If it does, bravo. You're on your way. If it doesn't, you have the opportunity to change it right now. You're not fooling anyone. Energy does not lie. Go be great. Go create everything you want. But you can only do so by the essence of you. Until next time, love yourself and love others. We'll chat again soon. Bye for now.